Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. You'll call for the fair catch here. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Slides with quick throw. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. That completion makes it second and medium. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. It's a shotgun run call. Breaks loose at the 40. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
Good, tough running here by this Miami Hurricane running back. A nice job up front to be able to pave the way, to be able to come up with a Canes first down. And the way he's playing right now, all those famous alumni that Miami have, got to be watching this game and being very proud.
Here comes a handoff. He's found some room at the 45. Jukes to get past the man. It's a huge gain across midfield. Ball will be spotted about the 31.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And at first down, they go right back to him. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Important second down play coming up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown for the U. We come out in the playoff game for no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Now here's the toss play. Breaking free at the 35. Physical run, breaking tackles. An explosive play. Moves the ball across midfield and spot it at the 38.
The old toss play, Chris, as you know, this used to be really a popular play in college football when teams ran this out of the I formation. Now in college football, you see them running out of pretty much any formation. But the key still is being able to seal the edge, whether it's your tight end or your offensive tackle, to allow the back to get to the corner.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. The shotgun handoff here. Fighting them off. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
The gain makes it second and medium. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Sack makes it third down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football. Nittany Lions will send their punt team onto the field. The punt heads out of bounds, taking the dangerous returner out of play here. And the Miami offense is back on the field. The last possession was his old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's past the 35. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple of blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers. But he stopped short of the first down.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
Looks right for a quick completion. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Looking right, this one caught. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out the space.
Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9. Two backs now flanking the quarterback. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Sideline route, but he's out of bounds before the first down marker.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. And they pick up the first on the ground. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
And the Nittany Lions pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The key on a 3rd down between the quarterback and the wide receiver is the timing. That quarterback knows that he's got to get the ball out quickly and on time to give his receiver a chance to not just make the catch and stay in bounds, but to be able to give him a chance to maybe get upfield and make a play.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's an out route, the catch made. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Penn State, 0.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. The tight end has got it. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
1st and goal, handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers and make the play.
second down and goal upcoming. They're going to run it here. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big third down coming.
Gain moves the ball to the 1. Third down and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. He's swarmed by the defense.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on third and goal. It brings us to fourth and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive here, this close, inside the 3-yard line, you've got to come away here with a touchdown.
And the coach keeps the offense on the field. They're going for it on fourth and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. It's been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
I know this guy believes in his receivers, and I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there. But throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
So it's second and 10 from their own 1. Important to get some yards here. They don't want to have to face third and long or punt from this position. They'll hand it off.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
So let's see what they like here on third and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Quarterback drops back, looking to scramble. Extending the play now. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
The Canes line up on first and 10 now. And here's the handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's second and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He escapes the sack. And he just throws it away.
I mean, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. The Canes will send the punt team onto the field. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
Looking to pass here on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. The fact is he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
Tries the right with a quick throw, and he's got it. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time, nice throw, and it's a first down.
Goes to the sideline, steps out after a short gain. Here's the second down play. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with two guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
Looking to chuck it again. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Here's the option play. Fights through the tackler. He breaks through now, has room to run. The freshman is brought down after a really solid run there.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Penn State. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, winding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And this one will be fair caught. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
The pocket breaking down. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. And looking to throw now on first down. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
The Hurricanes with 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment. But here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Looks like one more play here before halftime. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And they add to their lead. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Canes will kick this away to get the second half going. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Penn State offense comes back on the field. We get the second half started with the running play.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Throw to the running back in the flat. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
And they finally get him down, but the quarterback keeper there picks up a big chunk and a first down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy, keep this quarterback from running.
The Nittany Lions churn out another first down. It's a toss play to the right. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out in the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense slowing them down.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
So here we go. Third down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Caught near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Point after, not right through. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
This is what's so dangerous about this offense, Chris. They have the ability to put the ball in the air downfield and really stretch those safeties back. This time they hit it for a big gain.
They'll run it from the gun. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He pulls in the catch. tackle, but first down.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws. They are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
The Canes will line up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And he'll set up to throw. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Hurricanes. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution. He reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They'll try to run it with the option. Pitch play to the back. Fights off a defender. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. And he's got his man open downfield. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Taken down, but not before he makes the first down. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. He'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead he gets the ball at least underneath to the track route and gets some positive yards.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the 3rd quarter of play.
Miami 24, Penn State 14.
So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
But how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. The offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the 4th.
And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Five-yard penalty makes it 1st and 15 now. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Catch made on the right side. Breaks loose at the 45. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year. And it's been great to see him in person today. Making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
The drive stays alive with that 1st down completion. Ball handed off. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
That's exactly how you want to start this drive, working with a lead in the 4th quarter. Take as much time off this clock as possible. That's a great way to get this drive started.
2nd down play coming up. They'll run it here. The Canes are going to keep this drive rolling.
And that's going to be a 1st down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the 4th quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a 1st down on the ground.
The Hurricanes have 1st and 10 here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Powers through a tackle. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
And he'll be brought down. Second and goal for the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. Keeping it on the ground here. And the defense wraps him up.
All right, now what are you going to do here? You have enough confidence in your offense to punch it in from the one? These are the kind of scenarios you practice over and over during the week. This head coach has got a big decision here to make.
So instead of a chip shot attempt for a 2-score lead, they makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Miami. They're setting out to try the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Difficult to win games kicking field goals. To cut into this lead, they got to find the end zone. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And here comes a deep shot. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Offense facing a third and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Hit as he released it. The pass is intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Touchdown for the U. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception. What athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And here's the return from inside the 5. Penn State offense comes back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Pass caught. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. The Nittany Lions will crank up the tempo. Looking to throw it on first down. Finds an open target on the left side.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
They'll try the option play here. Pitches to the back. He'll be stopped for a loss on the play. The defense all over the option that time.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
On third down, he drops to throw. Receiver makes the catch. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down. Nittany Lions come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And this pass is caught. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Tackle made after a big gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. It's a quick grab. Fights through a tackle. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space. And a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
Running out of time in the pocket. He's got it right near the end zone. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. And the Nittany Lions hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. Here's a handoff on first and goal. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. It's a second and goal play for the offense. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Break the huddle on third and goal. Field goal doesn't do much good here. They'll try to run this one in. Touchdown, Penn State. This offense really clicking.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back. But here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And then, you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Moved right down the field for a touchdown. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration.
Well, this is what you hope for. Have a chance to just take a knee in this game and advance in the playoff.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and to be able to accomplish